Hi friends. Subscribe to our channel, comment a lot, give likes so that this video will be promoted by YouTube algorithms and distribute our video, and we will continue. Hostilities in the are unlikely to begin on the territory of Belarus, believes Ilya Ponomaryov in Russia. There will be increasing attacks, primarily attacks by the Legion of Liberty Russia and the Russian Volunteer Corps, stated the coordinator of the political center of the Legion of Freedom of Russia. Center of the Legion of Freedom of Russia, former deputy of the State Duma Ilya Ponomaryov. At the same time, he has no doubt that in the near future hostilities may move into the territory of Belarus in the near future, he said during a chat with former Russian State Duma deputy. He said this during a chat in Laurent. Ukraine is not interested in Russian army to be added to the Belarusian army. Yes. It may not be as strong and numerous, but still. About 25,000 troops could to join the Russian army. Besides, there will be an additional front line. I don't think anybody needs that. So I don't think there's going to be anything active is going to happen, and I don't think it's going to happen in Belarus. Added Ponomaryov, and Russia will increasing attacks first of all. Legion of Liberty of Russia and Russian Volunteer Corps, said coordinator of the Legion's political center, Russian Freedom ex-deputy of the State Duma Ilya Ponomaryov. He doubts that military operations will be carried out in the near future on the territory of Belarusian territory in the near future, he said. In the course of chats with the head. Ukraine is not interested to have the Russian army added to the Belarusian army. Yes, it may not be as strong numerous, but all the same about 25,000 troops could to join the Russian army. Besides, there will be an additional front line. I don't think anybody needs that. So I don't think there's going to be something active. Added Ponomaryov. President of Ukraine Vladimir Zelensky took part in NIT Dealbook Summit, talked to the participants. The event will end when we win, or when the Russian Federation may happen, that the Russian Federation will only want it when it feel that it is weak and isolated and has no partners, noted president. That is why, he said. The support of Ukraine. It is so important to have the support of Ukraine partners and the whole free world at the same time, partners and the entire free world. Vladimir Zelensky also called on Ukraine not to repeat Russia's narrative, which try to calculate the cost of international aid to Ukraine, or to compare the war in our country with the war in Ukraine. Aid provided to Ukraine, or to compare the war in our country to other conflicts. The head of noted that the cost of this war is primarily measured lives of Ukrainian citizens who are fighting for freedom and democracy not only in Ukraine, but also around the world. If Ukraine doesn't survive this war, it will spread to other territories and maybe even to other continents, stressed President Vladimir Zelensky. Believes that in the question of business relations with Russian Federation, there must be a common position of the world, including citizens' business representatives, regarding restrictions on contacts and opportunities for cooperation, because that's the only thing that can make Russians think about the policy of their state. It is the society in Russia chooses its own. The politicians of the leaders influence. President Putin has his society, and if they comfortable to live in, if it continues relations of other states with them, if with their business continues with other states, then there is no discomfort they will not feel for them. This story on the territory of our state will continue to be a special operation, as they call it. Putin, and not a war that brings life, and said the head of state.